So we have our highs and lows marked out here. So I want to go over this because yesterday, good morning, how are you doing? So yesterday we had our order areas that I was talking about on Bookmap on how we had a ton of buyers at these areas. And I said yesterday that when we were up here, we would probably come back down and fill these orders. Well, we ended up doing that, and we filled this one as well, which you could see that's where the day ended. Then we had the start of the day tap into that initial and then push back down past it. So when I saw it was pushing down past it, I ended up getting a sell, and I got into a sell around, I think it was like 8, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, something like that. And once I entered the trade, I risked $400 and I made $2,190. So that was last night. I made that in like, I don't know, it was like 2 minutes. I wasn't even in the trade long. I was gonna record it, go to bed with the trade, but ended up not doing that because it went so fast. So this is just something I wanted to bring up from yesterday that we did come back down and tap into those zones. This was supposed to be our daily low of yesterday. Obviously is not. Here is our new daily low of yesterday. So let's just make that down here. So we have our high, our low. Oh, 4 hour. 4 hours looking like a push back up. However, I do feel like we would tap into those lows from last night. 2 hours looking like a kind of a push down. 1 hour is looking like that little waterfall look. It just circles about and falls. And then we have a sell signal on the 30-minute, which we're around entry. Target would be our low of hitting take profit 1, 81%. We did hit it last night, which is that signal. And I actually did not know that we had a signal yesterday. I am doing really, really well. Really well. Thank you. And I'm glad to hear you're doing good. So I did take a sell around this area yesterday, and then apparently Firestorm FX sent out a signal. I didn't know about that. My take profit was down here, so it just worked out great. And then we got a sell signal over here, tapping into those lows, 10-minute, nothing. We have one on the 5 minute. Sadly, we hit stop loss. I do feel like we could possibly re-enter here. So, like, for example, a re-enter would be something like nice break and tap down into those lows. You probably don't have the alert on, or you maxed out on your alerts. It depends with TradingView. Let's see over here a Bookmap. Oh, we have the 460s that want to be filled for some buys. So what's that looking like? 460s. That's down here. Pushing up. Market is now open. Remember, when you enter, you trail. You trail where you're scalping. If you want to hold, you can definitely do that. But I'm scalping. That's what I do. That's what I'm good at, and that's what I like to do. We got some sellers that want to be filled up there, so be careful of that. Oh, I just use FX 3.0. You can use Breakout, but I just, to keep it simple for everyone, I say start out with FX. So we have a ton of orders that want to get built or filled here at the 510s. 510 would be the high. So we tap into the high, maybe we move back down. We'll see. Yeah, the 510s. And there's also that possibility right around that pivot point return from the highs. We could have that too. That area really wants to hold up. I'm still thinking that pivot point reversal. Maybe 520. There's one that wants to be filled at 520. We also got 550. Yeah, it looks like 520 is our high. My goodness. Come on, I'm at 519. Yeah, a lot of indecision because we want to tap into those lows. Fairly certain on that. I mean, that was a big move last night. You got in and out for a tiny profit. Let's see. I don't know. My goodness. Did we not want to touch that pivot? That was market open buy, wasn't it? Hmm. I guess our break might actually be valid. We break below that, go back down to the area that we were talking about, since we didn't want to touch that pivot point. Patience today. Someone's calling me from Lake City. I'm not in. It did not hit entry. I get in at that line and I trail from there. When I get $200 in profit with two contracts, like 150, $200 in profit with two contracts, then I bring to break even. Only because I'm scalping. I'm going back up to that pivot point again. We could fly right back down, leave a wick on the other side of that. And there's our big push down. Okay, I'm in. Make sure you're scalping. Pull the break even. $1,300 profit. I know Trading is really, really difficult to trail because you got to know the opposite. So when you're in a sell, you would do a buy limit, and when you're in what is it? A buy, you would do a sell limit as your trailing stop. So it does get confusing because it's like the opposite colors. Here we go. I am still in. I am stopped out so far in the day, including last night, because last night I had 2,000. So now I'm up, or 2,200. So now I'm up to $3,800. Yes, I only risk 600. That's it. Yeah, I'm out of the trade. I was out right here. I trail my stop loss, so I just take my stop loss and I just kept moving it after each 1 minute candle. So I would go down to a 1 minute chart. As you can see, we have a sell here. And I was right here with mine and got stopped out. So yes, I mentioned it in the Apex video. I have an Apex video in the chat or in the course. And it goes over trade of eight. So the sell signal is pretty similar to my sell. My goodness. Shot right back up. And this is why we scalp, because we encounter ranging markets like this all the time, especially during the summer months. It's August, it's running up on the end of a month. We got September coming around where things start to lighten up a little bit more, get better. But this is a very ranging time. So holding on to a trade for a long period of time is more difficult in the summer months than it is in the winter months. All the banks are basically on vacation, even though obviously some are trading, but most of these traders are on vacation during these months. So then it gets very rangy. There's not as much volume happening. So we end up encountering this a lot more, which is why having a small account and blowing them a lot during the summertime is honestly pretty common. It happens. Also, the 5 minute candle hack plays out way better during the winter months than it does during the summer months. And because of just the weird volatility that we have. I'm here to trade. My goodness. I am not entertainment. So stop asking me to like do random stuff. I'm not doing that. I'm trading. This is how I trade alone. I just now have a window so you guys can see it. See what I'm looking at. Yes, I do play music to myself when I'm by myself. I like it quiet. Indecisive day. Yeah, there's nothing I can do. You're not a clown. Tell them the good night. Yeah, good night. Mm, yeah, I'm not. I know, I know there's live streamers that like are big entertainers. I'm not. I am honestly the biggest introvert in the world. Like, I go as far as the Publix, that's like 700 feet from my house, and that's the farthest I usually travel, or maybe to Target, 30 minutes or 20 minutes away from me. I am not like this overly social person. I like being alone. I like being at home, and that's my life. So I'm not the entertainer type. I was joking with my husband on my birthday. We got home from dinner and I was like, well, that's enough peopling till next year. It's like, so you're not gonna go out to eat till next year? I was like, as of right now, no. There's enough people. Especially when you get kids, you need that break. I know that's why I stay up till like 12 o'clock at night. Like, I can't do that to myself. Yeah, that's enough peopling. What happened here? My son headbutt me like real hard. I had like a swollen lip over the weekend. Oh, I would have looked horrible live streaming. But my son headbutt me and I got a cut on my lip. Lovely 1 year olds. They love to wrestle. Probably gonna tap into these highs and then pull back down. That's what it's looking like. It's 10 a.m., so be careful. I sense a reversal around this area. Tap back down into this low again. At 510 area here. Yeah, right around that area. No, Bookmap's on the 5 minute time frame. Why don't I enter now? Because we have this last 1 minute. We usually make a push in either an up or down direction, and I just wouldn't feel comfortable with getting in for a sell right here when we haven't really equaled these highs yet, and we still have all these orders up here that want to be filled. I mean, we have 525. We're about to enter a new 5 minute candle, and I'm in. So, like I said, touched our entry. Scalp, please. So, I pulled the break even. Yeah, they're fighting pretty hard. Make sure you're trailing. Mine is right here. Yeah, that was a sniper entry for that scalp. I'm not out yet. I think I'm a little bit above this. Oh, I was like right here because I'm not out. I am stopped out. Yeah, it's a big fight right now. There's ES. ES and then Q or ES and US 30 are doing the same exact thing. US 30 is worse. Oh my God, that's awful. ES not doing anything exciting. Would I re-enter at this line again if I see a steady pullback coming about? Yeah. Really might do the pivot point. Oh, of course we would get a buy signal at that time. I got in at that pivot point, like I said. So I'm just scalping it down. I'm pulled right here. Figured we would take out those highs real quick on the 4 hour and then come back down here and tap into this low again. When you're scalping, you do have to have sniper entries. That's why do so well with pocket option. I just brought yesterday pocket option from 200 to 2,400. I'm at pretty happy with it actually. What is it? What am I at on pocket option? 2,500, sorry. So that was fun. And that's what I do. I just catch the wicks and the pullback, continuation back down, reversals. Am I still in? Yes, I'm still in. pull my stop down to here. Um, for pocket option, I like to stick with the trend when I do it. So if I'm catching a pullback or a sniper entry on the 1 minute, doing the 5 minute candle hack, of course, because that's where I figured out the 5 minute candle hack was pocket option. Then then I would look for, it's kind of hard to explain unless I show it to you. So I did upload 2 videos inside of the indicators, and I would look for a solid trend down. I would avoid going against the trend. There's no point in going against the trend. And I would stick with 1 minute trades if you're a beginner, 30-second trades if you're pretty experienced. And I catch the wick on the 1 minute. So let's say it's a flat bottom on the 5 minute and we're in a downtrend. And I see we're 2 minutes into that candle. We're going to push back down again. And I see on the 1 minute, we're doing a reversal, which that's usually what coincides together is when you have that 5 minute candle hack on the 5 minute chart, the 1 minute will curve. And then I would catch the 30-second wick of the 1 minute candle. So know how I say it leaves a wick on one side of a 1 minute candle, and then the last 30 seconds it reverses. Like 20 seconds in to the 1 minute candle, I will take a sell on the second candle into the 5 minute chart. So it's hard to explain it like this, but then I would take the continuation back down for 30 seconds. So if you look at the videos I posted inside the indicators chat really goes into that in the video. You'll be able to see exactly what I'm looking at. I actually posted a video right before we hopped on here where it showed a flat top of a 5 minute candle and we were going towards a buy. You could tell everything was getting weak with the sellers and we were going up for a buy, and I took 30 seconds in that direction, the wick on one side of the 1 minute candle for the continuation back up. So hopefully that makes sense. I am stopped out, yes. I already got stopped out. Would I re-enter here? You could. Kind of indecisive though. I was looking for like take out those highs of that pivot point and then come back down. You're welcome. Yeah, the stochastic works best when you're sticking with the trend and you're using it on the 1 minute chart. However, the example that I showed did show that I was going the opposite way, but that's because you can tell the candle pattern was going up and the stochastic wasn't caught up with that yet. So that's kind of my logic on it. 15-minute opening range? I don't know. This is our 15-minute opening range. We're breaking out above it. We have a buy signal coming in. 30 area. Looking like, oh my goodness. Get filled. Here we are pushing up. And probably going to make a wick on the other side here. Here's a new 5-minute, sorry. So we're pushing up here. We have like no wick on the other side. That white line is where all the orders are on Bookmap. We're either gonna absorb it and blow through it, or we're gonna push back down. Well, we have a buy signal on the 5-minute. Going up here, 78% accuracy. That'd be the 562. Well, it shows 562 here, so 562 would be right up here. So past take profit 1. We'll see if we push up there. Couple minutes until 10:30. No, there's no real momentum today. Kind of slow. Yeah, probably not. Crazy. So slow. Are you on the same chart as me? Micro NQ? Oh, it's rough scalping like this. Oh my goodness, the Nitro chat is hilarious right now. It's screwed. Gotta get back to work. See you later. I am probably gonna be done here. It's too slow. I gotta go eat breakfast. So I'll see you all later. Well, tomorrow. Okay, see you later. Have a great day. Thank you.